I don't know if they can hear us. Can you hear us, you guys? Hi, Desiree, Andy Rabbit, Buster, TM, Cuz, Aaron. Let's see if I miss anybody. Yeah, they can hear us. Now, our special guest today is Matt from Grafted Branch Homestead.
Morning.
And, you know, he homesteads in the desert in New Mexico. And I see your co-streamer, and this is great.
I figured out how to do it.
Cool. And there's Mr. Landfill on your channel.
Morning, everyone.
And there's Christina. And Molly. Good morning, Molly.
Ooh, everyone's much colder than I am.
Matt, type in weather and your area code so we can get yours. And I got to put the banner on.
Oh, I think I did it wrong.
No, it looks like you did it right.
-1. Ew.
Morning, Teresa. And hello, Noka. And there's Phil. No, it didn't do it for some reason.
It's because I put a space.
Ah. Hello, Ken.
Oh, morning, everyone.
Hello, PJ. Oh, Mr. Phil got his in before you, so you have to do yours again.
Oh,
and there is one space between it.
Oh, okay. We getting more snow, Bob? That's not good.
Good morning, Bob and Laura. There you go.
Yeah, it's not so bad here. I complain, but
You're in South Valley?
near the South Valley in New Mexico.
Okay. Well, I have to go behind the camera for a few minutes, and Lucy's being a pain in my butt already, and I just started. Good morning, David.
Steve's helping me out.
And Nicole.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. You got quite a good group in here.
Go lay down, Lucy. Now.
Yeah, I had to do the poop trays yesterday too, Bob. That's not. I have poop day, so I do compost and trays and chickens and all that.
Let me show you guys what my weather is.
Oh, who is that? That's got 86
Wait.
degrees. Is that Buster? Hey, thanks, Kelly. Cool.
No, that's in Brasilia.
Okay, I was gonna say. Oh yeah. Where is Brasilia?
It's tropical area.
Yeah. No, those aren't the seed starts. Those I'll be starting tonight and tomorrow. A little bit behind on a few of them. Oh no. Yeah, I've had that happen. Steve says we're all heading to Brasilia, I guess. Well, here where I'm at, we're kind of getting the least of the weather front, it looks like.
There we go. It's 6 degrees.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, thanks, Kelly. We'll have to chat about that. Anything helps. Yeah. I like watching everyone's weather. So we've been really stable here, pretty windy. It's been, low 20s at night and kind of high 40s, 50s in the day. So I can't complain.
But Matt, we finally got snow. We got about 3 inches.
Oh, yeah. I know you were saying you just let Lucy out and she'd go do her own thing.
Yeah, well, today she's only been out for about 5 or 10 minutes at the most. And usually it's a half hour.
Yeah. When the weather gets really bad here, my real old dog doesn't like to go out. He'll have accidents.
What are you drinking today, Matt?
The hot tea. So I've already had about 3 cups of coffee this morning. So I had to stop drinking coffee. So that's my morning.
What's tea? Yahoo blend?
The EHA blend, yeah. The morning one.
Yeah, EHA. So, and there's Nikki.
Hey, morning. Okay, about the same. So you're in the high desert, or you're in the desert too there, I guess. I forget that, even though you're up north, Kelly. I make the tea, me and Farmer Casey. So you guys, if anyone wants it, you can get it from our website. But yeah, we make it. We'll be putting a lot more on. Lately, we've been experimenting with resin. So that's what we've been doing. So we have a bunch of stuff that we'll be showing next week, I think. But missing your watering systems. Yeah. Luckily, the quail barn I have, nothing freezes. So that's been great. But the chickens, we got to go break the ice every morning.
Hello, Nita. Okay, Matt. Explain to everybody about your weather, because the myths.
The myths. Well, I'm in New Mexico in the high desert. It does get cold, and New Mexico's pretty different topography. So you can have negative degrees and snow up in the mountains, and then just 10-15 miles, 10-15 minute drive down. You can have sunny days and hop in the Rio Grande if you want. But so right now in the day, it's about 50s or so, and then at night down the low 20s. This year it's been pretty mild. It does get really windy, but no snow really that's stuck where I'm at least. Now I know other people in New Mexico who are in here too may have a lot more. How many quail do I have? Let's see. Right now, I think I have 54 right now, and I'm going to do a calling today, so I'll cut that down. Yeah. How much light do you put on them? Do you have supplemental light, or where do you have them at? About 7-8 weeks anyways. It might be a little early.
Well, depending on where you got the eggs. I mean, the eggs that you hatched.
Andy.
If you get them from My Shire Farm, they usually lay around 6 weeks, but it can be up to 8 weeks.
Yeah. And then I know light is extremely important. And if you've recently even changed the lighting, sometimes that can take a little bit just for them to get used to it.
You figure anytime there's a major change, it takes about 2 weeks for the quail to adjust.
Yeah. The first time I decided to take the leaf blower in the quail barn and do all that, they stopped laying for a couple days. Kind of scared them really bad.
Good morning, Deb.
Yeah, definitely. I did see that. I just liked that. That was really cool. I was wondering
I
where you
missed
were
that
at.
one.
It's on Facebook, on her Facebook. So I'm not on Facebook a lot. I go about once a week or every other week. But yeah, she had post.
At what age do you pick out your replacement stock, Matt?
So I'm not as good at replacing my stocks actually, or my flocks. That's something I need to be doing more often. I was actually thinking about that yesterday. Um, some of my birds have gone. I think my oldest birds right now are a little under a year. I think I'd like to be changing them out within 6 months at least. I have one cage that's all just hens, and that's just for eggs that I sell. And then I have my other breeder sets. So
Good
a couple.
morning, Bev. Um, Now me, you could actually keep the hens for 18 months before they start dropping off on their laying. But the roos, 9 months to a year at the latest, because their fertility rate, they become lazy on their job. Good
Yeah,
morning, Sugar. And
I
Buster
think.
went over to your side to give you a thumbs up.
Oh, hey, thanks, Buster. Appreciate that. I think I'd like to keep my flocks at about 6 months for the layers and all. Probably is my goal. So my wife and my family is wanting to eat a lot more quail than I do, Cole. They are constantly getting on me for that. So this year she's going to be going on a kind of a little mission, I guess, to cook a different quail dish every week for us, and so we'll be doing that. So my changeover on my flock should get a lot more frequent.
Laura, no, it's not the temperature as much as it is the lighting. If you need 14 to 16 hours a day of steady light for the birds to lay.
Yeah. That will also, if you, so I keep my chickens and quail are both on light schedules. They lay year round. That will also shorten how long they lay. So if you do keep them on a light schedule like that, they'll run out of eggs a little quicker, if you will.
Because they'll lay in below zero temperature if they got light.
Yeah. Laying frozen eggs, no.
Okay, what do you look for, Matt, when you're replacing with youngsters?
Well, definitely the age of the birds. They'll also start to get a little more aggressive, kind of ratty looking as they get a little older. So I replace the ones though that the ones I cull first are usually the ones that get injured, or aggressive or things like that. And so right now that's sufficient. As we're culling more and cooking more, will
What
be
what she's asking for is when you go to put the younger ones in,
oh
what are the qualifications for the younger ones to become your breeders?
um so right now just all the younger ones that survive go in. I don't have a set of qualifications yet. Just more recently I've started with my breeder sets in the cages themselves and trying to focus on that. Right now, I have mixed breeders and then jumbo wilds. I need to get a little more selective with that. We have the Celadons too, so we'll actually be looking at um, sorting out for genetics and picking. So I don't really have a system yet, I guess. It's just kind of whatever ones survive right now, the biggest ones. That's something that we will be, I guess, targeting in on this year.
Okay, and that's study light. It doesn't go off during any of that time. Well, that's good.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's about what I was thinking. So I do actually, I I like some of my quail that lay the regular size or a little bit smaller eggs, and then I have some of the more jumbo ones, and so I will pick for egg size, I guess. Um, I like the bigger ones for us and for a couple of my customers, and then some of them I just send the regular ones. Because of the street lights. We have a lot of city light over our wall. Our backyard's pretty light now.
What challenges do you have with your garden?
So the garden, every year it's something new, as anyone that gardens knows. Last year, some of the biggest challenges were the bugs. And so we got a big roly-poly, or what's their other name? The pill bugs infestation. And since we're still fairly newer at gardening, that we hadn't experienced infestation of those yet. And so those wiped out all of our new starts that we had planted in the ground. And so it was challenging and took us a while to get the plants going themselves. In New Mexico, we have about 100 days of growing season, but it goes from below zero or below freezing degrees at night up into the 70s, 80s, and 90s pretty quick. We have a really short period for things like lettuce and stuff like that. So that's kind of challenging. Also, high winds here would be more of a local challenge that we have to protect from, and the heat. The sun blazes in the summer. It gets hot and dry, very, very dry. We're always facing the ground drying out and the water and stuff. Since a lot of times the humidity here is a lot lower than what the ground is, the air will suck the moisture right out of the soil. And so we have to water. In part of the summer, we water twice a day. But
Have you ever thought about using the ground cover, the plastic ground cover to help keep the moisture in?
yeah, me and my wife, that was something we talked about at the end of this last year. So that I may be doing some of that this year. I think that would help tremendously. The other thing we do is I have garden oyas. I don't know if you know what those are, but we use
Yeah.
those on a drip system. So those help. I think this year we probably are we have the drip lines. I like to water myself. So I do have a system set up where I can go turn it on, and it's on timers and all, and it will more or less keep everything watered. So I have that going just to keep things alive. And then I really enjoy getting out and just doing it myself. That also gives me time to look for stink bugs and trim and all that type of stuff. So yeah, I do collect rainwater. I think it's illegal here, actually. I don't know if I should say that. I don't care. They can come. I don't collect rainwater. I slow it down tremendously before it hits the ground. And so it will fall into a bin, and then that slows it down a whole lot, and then it goes into the garden. So I collect rainwater off of our roof to our house. It does have the asphalt or the tiles on it, the shingles. So we don't use that for drinking ourselves or on the plants and animals and things that we consume, just because it can have a lot of carcinogens. So that water goes to more of the ornamental trees and the lawn and things like that. I have each of our chicken coop and our quail barn both have their own rain catchment systems, and those feed right into some water pumps that run on solar and fill the chicken waters and stuff. Those aren't going right now because it's winter. Yeah, so some places make it illegal. I don't know. I won't go into that. It's ridiculous.
It's called local government.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can come and try and force it. No, but so we do that.
Dawn, I do hope that you get that heater fixed or get a new heater.
Oh no.
Yeah. She had a heater go out last night on the babies. Well, half the heater went out. We brought them inside, fixing the heater today.
Okay. Yikes. That's a bad time for it. Yeah. Also, Albuquerque, our water, we do draw some from the Rio Grande, but majority, Albuquerque sits on an enormous aquifer. So under the city here is a huge cave, or filled with water, and there's a big rock that sits on top, and the city sits on that, and it kind of balances on there. And so um, we get all our groundwater goes down into the aquifer, and so I guess they don't want that happening since our average uh, rain is really, really low. We don't get a lot at all. I'm not depleting on the footprint my house and my barns have isn't doing anything, but let's see. Yeah, but they did okay, I'm guessing.
That's one thing you should do. Anything that's, if you have the room, anything that's repairable, keep extra parts for.
Yeah, that's a great tip.
My belated husband used to say, if I like one thing, I need many of them for the simple fact that if one goes out, I'll never be without.
Yeah. Yep. It's good to have extras of pieces like that. Also, O-rings and things for canners and stuff. Those are things that are easy to get extras. I just watched Christina's video this morning on canning that jelly. I don't know if you saw.
That pepper jelly, yeah, it looks so
Yeah.
good.
Oh, it did. That's what made me think of it. But yeah.
TM says, how much property do you have, and do you have any groundwater on it?
Yeah, so we are urban homestead in the city. We're on about a quarter acre, a little under a quarter acre. Their groundwater is about 350 feet down. That's when we would hit the level of the Rio Grande. We sit up on a mesa. So water is our biggest problem here, actually. If it wasn't for the security of the urban area and being around people, and then water, well, I'd probably be more inclined to wanting to stay where we're at, but we're trying to get on some land, mainly because of water and then security. So no, we don't have a good water source here. It's rain collection and city water.
It was just 2 elements that went out.
Mm.
They only got down to 60 degrees before she got them inside. It was 6 out there. They're almost 4 weeks old, so they were fine.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That's about how old my little baby quail here, I think, are about 4 weeks. I have them off the heat completely. They're in the room I'm in that sits at about 65, 60. Oh, yeah. So Bob sits at a much higher elevation than we are. That's a deep well. Oh, okay. No,
Okay.
reverse osmosis. Oh, sorry.
There's your answer, Kelly.
I actually don't even have my stream open, so I'm not sure. I guess I could do that. My computer will slow down a lot if I have too many tabs, though, and I don't want anything to go wrong. So
Yeah. I can close the Facebook tab now that you're here.
there we go.
Yes, Kelly, I can see your comments.
Okay. And Bob's got a neat setup.
Congratulations, Buster.
I am fighting. Now, I don't think I have enough land for a goat, but man, I fight the urge to come home with one every day.
He's asking if RO is runoff or reverse osmosis. Have you thought about any water collection on your drain water? Just curious.
Yeah, reverse osmosis. So I've thought about, they have these little water generators you can put inline in your pipes, and I've thought about having the down from the rain and then the out spigot, putting some of those on to generate a little bit of power just to run some things. I don't know what made me think of that, but with running it through your wastewater, you could probably collect a little bit of power even from that. I do not. That's something I want to get as well. If I could right now, so we have chickens and quail. Those are the only animals we're doing right now. I would like to add rabbits, goats, and tilapia right away. And bees are the things I'd like to add right away as soon as we can.
Well, you want to be here for Wednesday night chat if you can, or watch it afterwards, whatever. Because
Yeah.
Aaron's going to be here and he's going to be talking about his bees and everything.
Oh, good. Yeah, I want to catch it. If I miss anyone's live streams in the evenings, I apologize. It's usually when I'm at work, but I know I watched about part of Zach's and then got cut off and had to go watch the replay. But I'll try and be there Wednesday.
What he's talking about is, do you keep your gray water? Because if you use your gray water, you can use your gray water for your garden.
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, people actually mention a lot. Those are some things I need to think about a little better because I do have, from cooking or from anything, gray water as well. I throw that water off kind of. I don't think about that. So that's something I need to be better about.
Yeah, that could be good, like your dishwater, your washing machine water.
Especially now that we're
directed out to your to a water tank for your garden.
Yeah, especially now that I'm trying to switch over to less chemicals and more natural stuff. And so they are yummy. Yes, they are. And let's see. I apologize. I'm going to step out just for 30 seconds and say goodbye to my older son. One moment here.
That's a great idea, Andy. Good morning, Mary.
Okay. Love you, bud. My fellow. Okay. Sorry about that.
Well, have a blessed day, Kelly.
See you, Kelly.
This is what Andy said while you were gone.
Has a tank just for
To water trees with.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great idea. Okay. These are some things, hopefully this year I'll be exploring more. We want to try and utilize what we do have better, so that's cool.
I've got to breed mine this weekend, Laura.
Oh, okay. That's good to know. I've actually thought about using the dehumidifier and things for the long-term storage. It collects a decent amount of water, and it wouldn't be enough to keep you alive, but.
Good morning, David.
Hey, you're supposed to be driving. Morning, David.
Well, thank you very much. Now, David's supposed to be calling me. I want to get David to come as a guest to one of the lives because, as you can see, he does a lot of prepping.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
You have a blessed day as well, dear.
And until March, yeah. I was going to hold off, but our winter has been so mild. We're just going to keep going with it. Oh, okay.
Oh, from the reverse osmosis. So a lot of unused from it.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So that my Shire has some great eggs. They really do. And
And most of those birds lay at about 6 weeks.
I
Five and a
noticed
half to
they're,
7 weeks.
yeah, I'm really happy. I've gone with a couple of other companies too. I've showed in some of my videos, but I really like my Shires a lot. I don't know if I don't think I have any of the Golden Italians in my mix. I don't believe so.
Well, I need to go get some more coffee, so you're going to have to read the comments.
Okay.
So,
You really like Mary's saying she really likes the colors. I do too. So, um, I originally started with mixed birds, and just because I really enjoy them so much, I moved to a whole lot of the wild jumbos just because they're easy um, to sex and to people for the meat and eggs. They're a little bigger, but I really enjoy the colors. What I would like to do is like Katrina does, where she has an aviary. I'd like to build one and then have all my colored ones in there for my enjoyment.
that way you can sit and have your coffee or tea
Yeah.
with the birds.
Yeah. They're fun to watch. That and the chickens, man, they're better than TV.
They're just as good as fish when you're
Yeah,
watching a tank.
yeah. They're very interesting. They're funny. The quail are they're a trip to watch, I think, because they seem like you can see them almost getting a thought or almost figuring something out and then losing it. And I guess the chickens do the same, but it's funny to watch, I think. Hey, Brooke. Good morning.
Good morning,
Let's
Brooke.
see. Andy saying, oh, talking to Mary. My Shire does all the quail from them. In fact, I have my 4th batch of eggs coming on Monday the 30th. Rare colors. Very cool. Steve says he has a gray water and black. Gray goes to the ditch and the black to the septic. Okay. So you have like a leach field, I guess, or a ditch. Good to see you, Brooke. How's the weather there? Are you frozen way up there? Oh, and then we got David is asking, how are your koi, Verna?
The koi moved to Louisiana in September. I got rabbits now.
So the koi are out and the rabbits are in.
The cooey.
Cooey, sorry.
Yeah, it's the cooey. They're in Louisiana now with Aaron and Christina at the Gedros family homestead because I got rabbits at QuailCon.
Oh, cool. Mary says we call the Brooder Box TV. Yeah, it's wonderful. It is. It's fun. Brooke says 6 inches of snow in the 20s. You guys up north E.
Okay, I'm back at the computer now.
And it's a lot more wholesome than TV too. TV's gotten weird. Watch quail. Yeah. Oh no, anime.
Yuck. Lucy would be in your lap drinking, eating it all.
There might be a little bit of violence sometimes, but hopefully you stop that if you're watching it.
And yeah, they do cuss.
You ever
hear? Yeah, you ever hear an angry quail?
Yeah, I heard it. I was on.
That's quail cussing.
that's them cussing, huh? Yes, I've had them get angry. My Celadon, when I put my arm in the cage, they chitter at me.
No, the angry when hen gets angry and tells everybody to back off. That's a certain noise.
Okay.
And that is, she's cussing up. It reminds me of when I have my cussing stream when I get real mad.
Compost thermometer. Oh man. So my compost has been doing good. I haven't thought about doing a compost thermometer.
What are
Okay.
slash files?
There's a guy I watch on YouTube. I can't think of his name right now, but he has his chickens are on a live cam 24/7, and he has rigged it up so that there's a way you can buy things through the YouTube site, through the feed, and it will shoot treats, different treats out, whichever ones you pick at the chickens. And you can watch them eat. It's really fun to watch. I don't know how he did it, but
Oh, me, I
yeah.
usually want to find out which one is making that noise because she's about ready to kill somebody.
Okay. That's funny. Okay. I've been burning a lot of the excess pieces of wood and stuff lately too. I should be building, but okay, for the chickens, I'll find it real quick. It's really interesting. Oh, if I can.
Just in case of wildfires, yeah. Well, that's why you have goats. Goats to take care of all that.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. So the channel I was talking about, if you're curious, is called Joe Did It. Is his channel. There we go. I don't know if that'll post, but
Let me see something here, Matt.
you can look up Chicken TV with Joe Did It. Okay, did it. So he actually has some really cool builds. He builds he uses the Arduino boards and he programs a automatic feeder for his chickens that I've considered using for the over the quail feeder. But it uses a corkscrew auger and a little motor in the bottom of the bin, and that will corkscrew it out along the bottom of the pipe. And he has a slit cut, and so it drops it out for the chickens. But I thought you could run that right along the food dish even, and then once a day have it just auger out some food. Anyways, it's on that channel.
Yeah, you're just in your channel. You're not in my stream. I don't see. Let me double check.
Is it me? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you're just in your stream.
I just put it there. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, go look for Joe Did It, Chicken TV. He has a little fancy hat on. It's easy to find. Yeah. So I've heard goats that will eat your fence and things. Are they? I don't know anyone in here that has them. Are they difficult to keep in? I know PJ has hers inside, I think. Oh.
Good morning, Ed.
Hey, Ed. Good morning. Eight by 4. Okay. That is a big grow out pen. Wow. They're escape artists. Oh, okay. I was showing some people the guy. I thought that was so cool. Naomi, right? Yeah, so out here where I know Bob has coyotes and stuff, I bet, out there. We just have the hawks and neighbor cats. Yeah, I like looking at them. That I was thinking for like vacation or things, or if the whole family goes to QuailCon, I'll need either someone or something feeding.
Now, if you use metal posts and cow panels, you should be able to keep your goats in.
A guard llama. Wow.
That's a lot of predators, PJ.
That is a lot of predators. Okay. So you'll get to go 2 places, right? QuailCon and then to the wedding?
Yeah, you can use Premier Electric fencing.
That's what I've seen. I've heard that. Llamas are great livestock. I would love it if the whole family could come. That's my goal. I don't know. That's the goal. Hopefully, at least me and Farmer Casey. Yeah, me either. Wow.
We all have our own trigger words. The C word is the one that will get me going faster than anything.
Yeah. Oh, so you got permit fencing for quail.
Well, you put it around where the quail pens are.
Yeah.
So that the other animals can't get to it.
That makes a whole lot more sense. I was thinking, well, they could probably fly through it. Yeah.
Good morning, J. Mary.
Oh, yeah.
The cooey is what you call the livestock, and when it's a pet, you call it guinea pig.
Raccoons, cats, yeah. That would probably help me out. We have the neighbor cats up on the wall. I grow a lot of catnip though, so they come around.
Well, put the catnip around the. I mean, put the fencing around the catnip so the cats get shocked every time they go for it.
They'll learn quick. Yeah, the catnip actually keeps out roaches and stuff. They don't like it. They stay away. So I grow it around the coops and things so they don't come at night. But everything loves the smell of quail. Everything. And if there's the smell of it, they'll come.
Yeah, cooey are eaten all over the world. And it tastes pretty good. It tastes like rabbit. Because I brought some for everybody to try last year at QuailCon. And Aaron cooked it up.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Tilapia grow pretty fast. I think it would be worth it. So the system I want to do, I've done the very first system I ever did in gardening was I built a aquaponics system. And so I had a tank and that would pump up water up into a grow bed. And then that would, with a bell siphon, would feed. And that actually fed I fed the fish, they would eat some of the waste and things, but also duckweed that would float on top. Cost was really low. On a larger scale, it might be a little higher. But I also breed mealworms, and so I'd feed them some of that. Yeah, they're cool systems.
Most European countries do horse. You can even get it in England. Now I want to try goat. I've never tried goat before.
Yeah, me too. I don't think I have either.
I've eaten lamb.
Yeah, that's good. Oh no! Yikes! I've never had that happen. Just let the quail out in the, well, once you get your quail going, you just let them out in the hall. They'll take care of them. We get a lot of interesting foods coming up where I'm at just because we are so close to Mexico. And then we have a very unique flavor, anyone that hasn't been to New Mexico, of Mexican food here with because of the Indian influence. So it's a whole lot hotter. Fodder? What are we talking about, fodder?
Your wife asked about a set fodder.
Oh, they could eat fodder. Yeah. So people do grow. I haven't done it, but I've seen people have the fish beds with the either chicken or I guess quail cages above them, and then they're supposed to eat the food. You know, with quail that might work really well because they do have a lot. They flick their food around and they have a lot of waste. So if you had the feeder part at least over the tank, that could work. It may give them too much mess in the tank. I don't know. I use we have our silky chicken lives part-time in the quail barn and eats up all the feed that the quails throw around. That's good advice.
Also, J. Mary, if you soak it in buttermilk overnight, that takes some of the wang out too.
Okay. And my family loves they love the lamb. Have you been running your freeze dryer, Verna?
Yeah, I got to clean all my trays out so I can run my next batch. I just bought 2 pineapples. I got to make some more savory pineapple.
Ooh, freeze-dried pineapple sounds so good.
Yeah, but it's hot and sweet because I use that the rubs from Drunken Chef,
Oh, yeah.
and I sprinkle that on the pineapple before I freeze it, and then I put it in the freeze dryer.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Steve.
Just like any other animal, you have to cut the meat up.
You don't put them in their hole.
I'll be happy when I get some figs.
Yeah, so actually we have that's one of the things I'll be planting today is we have Celeste fig cuttings. And so we'll be planting those. And the trifoliate citrus plant and loofah go in today. I know if Christina's still in here, I'm about 2-3 weeks behind on planting those loofah probably. I really want to try and make some of the loofah. So, oh hey, 24 likes. All right.
we got pretty high on Wednesday's chat.
On Zach's, what was it up to?
It was over
There was
50.
okay. There was a lot of people in there. I know. I was upset. It got pulled away from watching, but it was fun. Hey, so did he redo his quail barn?
I think he more like I don't know.
Oh, okay. We'll have to find out, I guess.
We'll find out whenever he goes live.
Yeah. He's a busy guy, I know. I don't know how he does it. I've been working on that a lot, actually. I could talk, well, I don't know, talk to you later or now some. There's some things I know and some I don't, so I haven't switched completely to a scratch diet, but I do practice with supplementing a lot of things. Such as they get, every couple of weeks, they get the cooked rice and lentils. They get some other things too.
That's what I was thinking, cuz.
Yeah, we'll know then, huh? When we all descend upon them. If anyone in here has not gone to QuailCon, it is so much fun. Absolutely worth it. Whether you have quail or not, that's fun.
Because there's other things besides just quail going on there.
Yeah. Oh, there's
A
so
lot
much.
of-
I couldn't do everything.
Yes, you can feed, Bev. You can feed them duckweed.
Yeah, it's high in
just me-
protein.
Me growing duckweed, it wasn't worth it.
It's real high in protein, so it might be good to up that.
Okay, give me just a moment, Brooke, and I'll drop you a link about the quail nutrition. Let me see.
I think the most difficult thing with the quail diet is just getting a good balance, because you don't want to give them too much protein or too much calcium. Whereas the crumble and things kind of has the balance in it. So that's the one thing I would look out for, is just making sure you're not giving them too much calcium. They can have issues with their legs and things, or giving them too much proteins.
And you have to make sure they have enough fiber in their diet.
That too, yeah. So definitely do research. That's why I haven't switched over to that completely. I just supplement with it. You want to say hi?
I was in I guess I clicked on your link, and so I could only see your chats.
Oh, okay.
And then I couldn't see all Vay's chats. That's why my chats weren't making any sense, because
it was on my stream.
I was on yours. And
you want to say hi? Mm-hmm. This is my wife.
There's
anyone who doesn't know. She doesn't come on camera too much unless she's cooking. But
I don't even do that when I'm cooking. I just let the camera focus on the food.
I am looking for that. Okay, here we go.
I said elk jerky because our parents used to always go hunting for elk.
Elk jerky. Ooh, that sounds
good. That's that jerky that we would always get from
Hello, Nita.
And everything. So it was good.
Oh, I would love to get
you.
some elk jerky.
Keeps it as hackathon.
That was good. So I had some of the dehydrated fish that you made, Verna. And we were talking about that, and that was really good. I really enjoyed that.
So you're the one that bought the only package of dehydrated
Was
fish.
it the only one? Okay, well,
Yeah.
I stole the only one then. It was good. I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
That's the first time I ever did fish.
Well, I've had fish jerky before, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but I liked this. Yeah, she stops a lot of the wilder ideas, which is good.
I know, but you went left and then you came back.
Okay, well, welcome back.
Nita has a cooking channel.
Oh, okay. I'll have to subscribe. You'll have to drop drop your link there. I would. One of these days, I'll get a freeze dryer. And man, they just look like so much fun.
Nita, drop exclamation point quail and they'll show your link.
Who's beef jerky?
Mine.
Oh, okay.
I made a whole bunch of special ones for him
Oh, okay. Very cool.
because he can't have salt.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they love duckweed. The tilapia, it gives them a lot of protein. It'll fatten them up. She's the upper management. She is. She most certainly is. She's I'm working on breaking her down to all the animals and these things, so she likes it, but small koi pond.
He has a lot of health problems, Desiree.
Okra, freeze-dried okra. That sounds good. I did a lot of dehydrated okra, and you can eat it like popcorn, but dehydrated would be even lighter and I think really good. Or
Yeah.
freeze-dried. Yeah, okra like popcorn's delicious. If you guys haven't tried that, you could probably put the sprinkles on it that you like, the flavor.
Uh-huh. Yeah, mostly with okra because it's got that slime that'll grab the seasoning.
Yeah. Okay. Kern sausages.
Are you off today, Matt?
I am, yeah. So I'm off. I have some things I
that
gotta do a
is
little later here.
great.
Yeah, it is. It is. So no rush.
Have a blessed day, Bev.
Bye, Bev.
Now, I love raw okra.
Yeah.
When it's about that big.
Yeah.
And I love deep fried, fried okra, but I do not like it boiled.
Okay. Yeah. So I think my wife, she is the huge okra fan. I love it too, but she cooks a lot of it and then she fries it up just like that. Raw is really good though. I like things right out of the garden are delicious.
So they can fix your house, Ed?
Oh no.
Well, Phil, I did for Christmas. I got the meat grinder for my KitchenAid, so I'll be making my own sausages when I get enough meat saved up.
Has anyone ever tried a quail sausage?
That's one of the things I'm going to be making. And quail jerky.
Yeah.
Well, to my mouth, it feels like snot, so that's slime.
It's mucilage. Okay. I've always called it slime. Ooh, yes. Yeah.
That is what's in the seasoning is garlic, salt, pepper, and habanero or jalapeno or both.
Yes, it does. It does well. Actually, that and the snake gourds, they do so good with the heat.
Wow, that's
Oh man.
almost
Oh no.
the price of a new home.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ed. Yikes. That's not cool.
But the insurance is paying for it, I hope.
Yeah, hopefully that's not good.
Nita also has a cooking channel.
Did she drop her link? I didn't see it. I need to go and I'll find her real quick.
Steve dropped it.
Okay.
And give me a moment and I will give you the other link.
Here you are? Okay. So I am subscribing.
And here's her
Change-
other link.
And we'll change the bell to all. There we go.
Try cornbread crumbs, GM, on okra, or just cornmeal.
That sounds good too. Huh. I have never eaten a goose. Oh, hey, how cool, David.
David, how are you going to cook it? I like my lazy way of cooking it. You could either fill the slow cooker up with layers of quail and condensed cream of mushroom soup
Ooh.
and slow cook it for 3 hours. Or you can put some vegetables on the bottom and then you're serving quail for the amount of people you're going to have, and then the cream of mushroom, and it's an all one pot meal.
That sounds really good.
Are you going to wrap it in bacon, David? Yeah, there's been smoked quail.
That sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah, they get big. That surprised me. We had some 6 foot tall ones, 7 foot tall ones. I didn't the year before last. That's one thing we'd like to have here too.
They're
Is
subscribing
ducks.
to your channels.
Hey, Nikki. How cold is it there?
That is great, Nikki. I know you got pickings on, short pickings.
So I don't eat bacon, so I'm there with you, Steve. But I thought about trying it in some other things.
Have you tried the purple okra?
Uh-uh. Oh, we're trying it this year, my wife says. Yes, I will be trying it.
Do you even look at the seeds I buy?
I was going to show them tonight.
Oh,
Can't do everything on my stream. You got to save stuff for your own channel.
I got to save a little bit. She was saying we are doing purple okra. I guess we have those seeds. Okay.
well, I don't know if they're here yet. That's
Oh,
what I was
okay.
going to check.
Okay.
And I bet just like green bean, like the
This is
purple
one we're going to try
beans,
this year. It's new.
just like the purple beans, it'll probably turn green when you cook it.
Yeah.
You can talk about this in your life. Like, this is a new one we're going to try.
We did some dragon beans this last year that we got a couple of. They were pretty cool.
How did they turn out?
They were good, a lot more fibrous. We didn't get enough to have a huge meal, but they were good. We saved some of those seeds, so they're I guess a little tougher than a green bean.
Oh, I guess it's red, but it,
Oh, it's not purple okra. It's
Well, it is.
red okra. Thanks, babe. Purple potatoes. We did those. Those are really good.
Were they the purple sweet potatoes or the purple white potatoes?
Purple white were ours, yeah. The sweet potatoes, we got a few from, but this year hopefully we'll get a lot more. They were just the orange ones.
You know, if you grow your potatoes in a raised bed, it does better than if you use the grow bags.
Yes. The grow bags did not work too well.
Oh, they work. They just make smaller and not as many.
Yeah. I've seen people growing them in hay bales and things too, and stuff like that. Did Aaron bring the snow for you? I've been watching a lot of your guys' videos on in your quail shacks and out in the cold and all that, and it just makes me think, man, I can't complain.
Now, J. Mary, when I cook duck or geese, I put it on a lifter to where it's not sitting in its own grease. And other people have wrapped it in bread dough and cooked it that way.
Okay.
So that the bread dough absorbs all the grease.
Very cool. Yeah.
That's how
We
you
do
do
too.
everything.
Life
Everything
is a
is-
big experiment.
Right. There's no such thing as failures. They're just lessons to learn.
Yes, and I learned lots. Ooh. Oh, okay. How was your smoked quail? Oh, yum. So Laura,
That
you've
is-
been
Lots of fun.
and smoked meats are good. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, Farmer Casey loves going into the garden, and he steals most of the produce. He'll pick the tomatoes and green beans and all that and eat as many
And the
as we
flowers.
can. And the flowers. He eats the flowers. He loves to do that. Yeah, you'll see that a lot. He's a little rabbit out there. It's funny.
I got another green stalk. That's
Oh,
what's
yes,
at
you said
my
that.
desk. Yeah, I gotta fill it up with rabbit manure and put it outside
Okay.
yet.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the rabbit manure you can use right away.
Well, I'll put some quail manure on the bottom
Okay.
and then rabbit manure on the rest of the way. And then in the spring, I just have to add a little soil on top.
Yeah.
I have got to get another cancer stick. Oh,
So TM likes to grow something different every year. We do too. We add a lot of. I like to experiment a lot. This year, my wife is organizing it a little better because last year's harvest wasn't quite as good, and so we're going with some of the things we know a little bit more this year. Oh, grow! There he is. This is Farmer Casey.
hey,
He's gonna say hi
Casey.
now.
Good to see you.
We can't
Oh,
hear
you guys can't hear us here. They can't hear you. Verna's saying hi. It's good to see you. I'm in the earpiece.
Oh.
That way the mic.
No,
doesn't-
we can hear him. We can hear him.
You guys can hear Casey though. Yes. Yeah. How's your day going?
It's going fine.
Are we gonna do some planting and things of these seeds later?
But then to do the planting and we're gonna do some workouts.
They were just talking about how you like to eat flowers in the garden.
What's your favorite flower?
What is it called? Hibiscus.
Oh, the hibiscus. Yes, Casey likes to eat the hibiscus flowers.
I just pick it and I just
Yellow string beans.
Hibiscus are really kind of sweet, huh? And they feel
Yeah.
silky.
Yeah.
They're like very soft.
They have the crop. The famous farmer Casey, yes. He's our little guy. He's a huge help. And right now he's doing the celadon quail.
Mhm.
And yesterday we had a guest over, a friend and his little girl, and you showed her the quail, let her hold them. We were trying to talk to them about the quail and chickens.
You got her real comfortable. She was nervous, huh? But you explained that they're all very gentle animals
Yeah,
as
you
long
did
as you're.
You did a great
Good
job
to them.
introducing them.
Mhm. Today
So
he's
they
gonna
may be the customer.
get it ready.
Yeah, hopefully.
We're gonna get the garden ready, huh?
Yeah, I love looking at the baskets of the vegetables we pick. Jen takes pictures of almost all of them, but they're pretty with all the colors. The first couple years back, we did purple carrots and a lot of different vegetables like that. And it was a really pretty harvest. We did the rainbow chard in that one, and I don't know, we had a lot of really pretty ones.
Rainbow chard doesn't cook as pretty as you.
No, it doesn't look
looks,
good when
though.
it's cooked as much.
See that?
You gonna say bye? Thanks, buddy.
Bye.
They say bye. Thanks, Casey. Later today, me and Casey have a special project going on that we have to do, and we'll share later. But he's getting a
I
little
will
garden thing.
I will warn everybody, do not buy potting soil from Wally World
Okay.
because it has no nutrition in it whatsoever.
Yeah. So on my stream later tonight, we make our own seed start. Well, we make kind of all our own soil, but tonight we're going to be making our seed start soil that has a good nutritional start to it, I guess, a good fertilizer. And then this year we have a 6 foot by 4 foot by about 3.5 foot pile of quail compost that's all ready that we're putting out in the yard. But don't go to Wally World's. I've heard of people finding plastic and things in theirs too.
Mm-hmm.
What plants are you doing this year, Verna?
I haven't decided yet. I know I'm going to do some potatoes
Okay.
because you can grow potatoes in a green stalk.
Oh, how cool. Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to grow nasturtiums again.
Oh, those flowers are
And
good too.
I got strawberries from last year still going. Lemon balm from last year.
Okay.
It'll come back. I got garlic already in the pots. Otherwise, I'm not sure what I'm going to grow because I got a lot of growing to go now that I got 2 green stalks in those pots.
You got a lot more space, yeah. Yeah, I really want to add some rabbit compost into mine.
What one do you want to recommend, Desiree?
Oh, that's a great idea there, Laura. How to set up to collect the rabbit manure. Have a good one, Mary. Enjoy your day.
Have a blessed day, Mary.
You
Yeah.
do the Yukon Golds.
Another thing you can do fingerling potatoes,
Ooh, yes. Those are
and
good.
they are ready in the spring. They have very short growing.
I'll write that down, actually. I think I might want to include some fingerling. So last year we tried peanuts, and those were kind of a failure or a learning opportunity. They didn't do very well in the bags.
I don't think you have the humidity for it too.
Oh, okay. Do they need more?
I think so.
Probably. We got our grapes grow great and making the jelly, and and we made our bread, and I'm determined to make a peanut butter, but we'll see.
Well, when you get your greenhouse built, you can put a shade cloth over it so it gets more shade than sun at times,
Yeah.
and that might help you with the problem you have with too much heat.
Yeah. I really need to get that. I know Bob's actually offered help here on that, so I have no excuses to not get that done. I just need to do it now. Yeah.
I usually grow sweet potatoes, and
How
I
do
got to
those do?
start. They do fine. I grew them in a bag, and they're very small, but
Yeah.
I'm going to find out how they grow if I have 7 of them, 6 or 7. I forget how many pockets. Yeah, there's 6 pockets on the each side of the green stalk. So I will have 6 slips growing and see how it goes. I got to put the tomato in today in waters. I mean the potato in water today so I can start getting slips. So I'll be ready when it's time.
Okay. So I was gonna be my next question if you did your own slips or got them. So we bought our slips. I haven't made them yet. I don't know if you guys can hear right behind the microphone or my quail brooder, and they are going crazy in there.
Yeah, I heard them.
Did you? Okay. They're right behind the mic. Sorry.
Throw in your eggshells too, J. Mary.
Tea bags and eggshells. Yeah. I also put in old milk and things like that. I add that right to the base of the plants, but
Now your coffee grounds, you use that into soil that needs a little more acid to it.
yeah, my peach tree and those things I know. The elderberry, but it died.
Yeah, that could be another thing because it's too dry.
It is, yeah. It just I couldn't, and I had it in a raised bed, so
Uh-huh.
it's gone.
Oh, Andy. See,
Andy
Lucy
said?
knows what she's not allowed to touch.
Oh no, did she go dig them all up? So Andy's saying that her dog got all the carrots.
Yep.
Yeah, Solos our puppy is notorious for stealing vegetables and carrots. We have to really watch him. If we set the basket down, he will raid it. He loves I've never met a dog before that loves vegetables as much as he does. Well, he'll grab the quail too, but yeah. Brooke picks elderberry in the forest nearby. Man. So I love New Mexico, but I would also love to get out and be in some other parts of the country. When I was a real little boy, I lived in Oregon, but I remember picking blackberries on the side of the road. Oh, reason for no eggshells is because I have lots of critters and I don't want to improve their nutrition. Yeah. Where's that Premier fencing? That's too funny. She just cleared them all out, huh? One thing we do with our garden is we plant the same thing in multiple areas, and I do that on purpose in case the bugs or the dog, I guess, or something wipes out one. Also, so that way I can see which area it grows in better. They're all a little bit different. So we've had things wipe out one side, and luckily we've had the other.
Yeah, I've seen that. He has to feed Tuck, or he's not allowed to take anything in.
Oh, I have seen those. Yeah. Huckleberries, yum.
Lucy will not eat vegetables unless they're cooked with meat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they can grow anywhere. They grow really well too. So they grow real good here in our sand. Most of our soil is naturally just sand, mesa sand, kind of like beach sand. The carrots grow good in it with some nutrient given to them, some fertilizer.
J. Mary, you have a blessed day, dear.
J. Mary, good to see you. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm going to try to make it till noon. I've been fighting a migraine.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I know I probably have about half an hour before I gotta go feed everything, but sassafras tea. Oh, with huckleberries. Okay. I'm not 100% sure on what sassafras is. I gotta be honest.
Sassafras is a tree.
Okay. Ah.
You can use the leaves or the bark or the twigs.
Somewhat, yeah. So tonight I'm going to talk about the deodorant I just made and kind of review that. And then we're going to be making seed start soil and getting a couple seeds planted. Casey might be on with me for a little bit tonight. And then we have a couple other things too. But yeah.
Have a blessed day, Brooke.
See you, Brooke. Have a good one.
You're Mr. Prepared.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so at all. If I don't do those things, then I'll just sit here and stare at you guys. One toed up. That's funny. So our dogs won't eat the potatoes, though. That's one thing they won't eat.
Yeah, but you can use other parts too, TM.
The root of the sassafras.
Yeah.
I've heard that word. I've never seen or used the plant. Now I'm really curious, though. I have it pulled up here. So and then Verna, too, you were... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead.
So I made a mouthwash on the last one, and I used the red sumac, and you were saying I need the fresh berries, and that makes a lot more sense.
You need flower heads. They look like
the flower heads. Okay.
Yeah. And when you make that, if you make that into a tincture or a strong tea, it looks like pink lemonade.
Oh, okay. Neat.
And it about tastes like it too, but it heals mouth sores, pulls out the abscess and everything.
Oh, neat. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, we'll dig into that some more too. That's cool. So I have had squirrels steal my potatoes and some food. We do have we have a emaciated looking squirrel that steals things.
Go lay down, Lucy. I know. She wants to come up and say hi. Come on.
Hi, Lucy.
She isn't feeling so good today. I gave her a couple eggs and she hasn't ate them yet.
Oh, no.
And she's went to the bathroom twice already before the live stream started.
Huh.
And
Solo
Steve
gets
says,
sick a
hello,
lot.
Lucy. Well, Lucy's 11 years old.
Yeah. I do love dogs.
And being half lab and different types of greyhound.
She's a pretty dog. It was cool to see her at QuilCon.
Yeah, let me see if I can find something to show you guys. Okay, Lucy, you gotta give me a minute, baby.
Rabbit. Your main garden is fenced, and you have to close the gate to keep the dogs out when you're weeding. Yeah. So right now we have grapevines that block off part of our wall that keep our dogs from getting into some of the garden, and they're not growing right now, so our dog gets stuck back there all the time. And then he cries bloody murder for us to go let him out. But right now, because it's winter, the chickens get free reign of going through the garden. They love it. And they pick out any stink bugs that are hiding or anything like that.
Okay, I found it. I can show it to you guys.
Steve says, nothing like harvesting and finding your basket empty. Yeah. Unless you're eating it, then that's okay. Oh, geez, Bev.
See, this is how Lucy used to look.
Aw. They're too much fun. I love dogs. I do.
Yep.
That's a lot of them.
So true. So true.
Yeah. It's been a rough few. It's been good, too, parts, but it's been rough.
Been a rough 5 years.
Yeah. It feels like the last 5 years have been a decade, though. Jeez.
At least.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't age. I don't know about that. I age. I feel like it. Oh, boy. I grow in wisdom, which is good, because I was not a very wise child. Yeah. Huh. That's funny. Well, I am going to go answer nature's call real quick, Vern. I'll be right back.
All right, then when you get done, I'll do the same thing
Okay.
when
I'll
you
be
get
right
back. Me, I can't foster because I don't have the nerves for it anymore. I keep all the problem kids and place the perfect ones. Well, that's a good idea. When Lucy goes, I don't think I'll be getting another dog. Now, that would be perfect for me to raise one of those up to slaughter. Tell everybody it's my emotional support animal. Hello, 8 Grace. Oh, pecan. Did you ever make a chocolate pecan pie? It is really good.
That sounds good. We have a family member that grows pecans down south here. And so we get a lot of those.
When I lived in Arkansas, all you got to do is take a walk and you can gather as many pecans as you want for free.
Yeah, those are the best kind. And we get a bunch from our family. I like using them in zucchini bread. Watching from Texas. Oh, so David's saying, what kind of rabbits are you going to get, Matt? So I'm not sure. I've been looking a little bit, but I would need a little advice. So for us, the rabbit's purpose, I guess that's kind of what I got to look at with every animal first, would be for compost, for its fertilizer, more or less a pet. And then also I'd want to be doing some raw dog food. I want to hop into that a little bit. So that would be the purpose. I'm not sure exactly which ones I would get.
Are you allowed to eat rabbit?
No rabbit. So we wouldn't eat it. It would be for
religious
pet
reasons.
and compost. Yeah. So,
but
but
you
I
can
know
feed
it's
it.
great. I have had it before.
Feed it as raw food for your dogs.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really super interested in the fertilizer and the compost. That's what I would be really interested in. And then also, I just, as a pet, all of the animals, even the ones we eat, which probably sounds bad, but we treat them good. We treat them kind of like pets, I guess. And then we eat them. But
yes, you give them their best life, and they only have a few seconds of problems.
Absolutely amazing life, and then just one little accident, and then that's that.
Yep.
Yeah. Silver foxes. Oh, I missed something. So last night at 11:30, we brought the baby quail inside, and he was yelling, "Get rid of your birds." What is that?
Who was yelling at? Your hubby?
Okay, jeez. So you got a bunch of more dogs coming, huh? The quail were a surprise for my wife. The chickens we agreed on.
Well, me, I don't have to answer to any or ask anybody. I just do it, and then when the landlord finds out,
Sometimes
he doesn't
it's
say
better.
anything unless there's a complaint.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission. But if people don't complain, I mean, I think it's ridiculous that people complain about sustainability type things and have all the rules.
Well, that's because Big Corp runs the government.
Yeah.
and that takes a little bit of money out of their pockets.
Yeah. So, well, I'm on a mission to get away from all that, so they'll lose some for me.
Yep.
If you get Easter bunny, you might lay Cadbury chocolate eggs. I don't know what that would be. You see, there you go. That's the type of bunny I need. Whichever ones lay the Cadbury eggs. So we'll find that out.
I wonder if that's a quail and bunny hybrid.
It must be, yeah. So that's what you get. That's a genetic breeding program I'm not ready for. There you go. That's funny. That's how you get the little chocolate eggs. The little.
Yep. As long as
Yeah.
yours is making money.
Yeah.
And
My
his
goal is
don't.
always. Yeah. My goal is always to try and make at least back what I'm paying for the feed and stuff. So if I can do that, I'm happy. Some of my other hobbies don't pay me back. So
Oh, one of the blue rabbits go to their new home today.
one of your rabbits?
Yeah, the blue ones, which is gray.
Okay.
They're called blues.
Yeah.
She's got 3 to pick from.
How many rabbits do you have now, Verna?
At this moment, I have 10 rabbits.
Oh, okay. Wow.
But I will be down to 3 of them pretty soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye. So your rabbit had a little blue egg under her chin, huh? Yeah. So I literally fight myself not to go get a goat or another animal. Sorry,
Yeah, because
babe.
if you get a goat right now, it would eat your garden up.
It would take over the yard. Yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea right now.
That's cool, PJ.
QuailCon's going to turn into
Not
a
yet, Buster.
swap.
Not yet.
Okay.
I got everything arranged to do that.
Is it difficult?
When they're that young, it's a little difficult.
Okay.
Because let me count and see how old they are.
Are those blue eggs anything like robin eggs?
They'll be 9 weeks old tomorrow. I may not sex them. I may just harvest them.
It sounds like QuailCon's going to end up turning into a swap too.
Well, it's all because of me. I kind of
See,
do
there you
that.
go. That would be awesome.
That's how I got the cooies
Yeah.
at
Did
the
they get
first
out?
QuailCon. Aaron has them all now.
I thought
They
Aaron.
got
I thought
out.
they got.
They got out last year when they were being transferred to Aaron's property.
Okay. I just imagine you chasing them around. Okay.
You may
Yeah.
now, PJ. I would tell you should get females from me and a male from Andy. That way, they're not the same genetics. Because all mine will have the same father.
When you retire, you want to get Tamak rabbits. Heat tolerant. So that would be something I need to look at too.
Well, another thing is Andy breeds hers for heat
Oh, okay.
tolerance.
Okay. So I try and do that with my plants as well. We let the ones survive that do a little better with less moisture and with the heat, and then kind of kill off the ones that don't. Oh, okay. So the breeder can kill the heat tolerant one.
If somebody wants to buy them, yes. But I don't ship them. You would have to come to Ohio to get them.
Which is beautiful. That area of the country, I was really, wow. It was more green than I've seen in my life. Out here, we all have these little, we put up little metal guards and try and grow a spot of grass in them for our lawns. It was crazy
they're not-
seeing Ohio.
They're not really hard to care for. They're a little bit harder than quail because they can't stand the extreme heat like a quail can.
Okay.
But if you have ice water bottles, I mean, if you have like soda bottles or water bottles full of ice, that'll help get them through the heat.
Oh, huh. So there's
Yeah, so if they're born during the heat, that's when they will be more heat tolerant.
okay. So I know
Yeah,
even
now- Andy Rabbits in Missouri, if you just want to go up to Missouri, you can connect with Andy Rabbit. Yeah,
PJ
PJ.
doesn't need to. Oh, I bet it's cold, but I know PJ probably said.
She's
I
in
bet
New
it's
York, yeah.
cold. Okay.
And if they survive the heat, being born in the heat, then they're heat tolerant.
My chickens struggle with the real hot days a little bit, but we do the same. We put ice in their water.
What do you put ice in the water for? I was reading, wasn't listening.
For the chickens, they on some of our hottest days here, they do struggle.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm actually thinking about digging their chicken run down a little bit and kind of create a little indent so they can get down lower. Skyline chili.
You want me to tell you the only thing I eat at Skyline Chili is their Greek salads. That's to die for.
Skyline chili, huh? And now I'm going to search that.
It's a chain of restaurant.
Okay.
Down here, they don't have it in northern Ohio. It's only in southern Ohio.
Okay.
Hello, Freezer. Yusuf is
Hey, Yusuf.
then in the, yeah, her eggs are still in her cage, so she hasn't ate them. She's not up to par for some reason.
Poor Lucy. Solo has a habit of getting in our compost, and then he gets sick for a day or two.
Well, she turned down a dead quail today.
Oh no.
That
Hmm.
tells me that she's sick. That and
Yeah.
her not eating her quail eggs, because with her, she loves quail eggs.
Yeah, it's sad when they get sick and.
And they can't tell you what's wrong.
Mm-mm. From one side of the base to the other. Do you live on the military base?
Throw it in the oven, a batch at a time, freezer, and cook it for a
Oh,
little
no.
bit.
Yeah, that's a bummer. I've had
You just
that.
may end up losing it, but you might be able to dry some of it out.
That's a pain.
And
Hey,
there's
Silver
Tommy.
Creek.
That's Tommy.
Well, howdy. Your oven
He's
is
coming.
no.
Oh, your oven is broke. Well, you're gonna lose that feed unless you ferment it,
Yeah.
and that's a heck of a lot to ferment. And you have to make sure mold doesn't grow on it. Well, it's better late than never, and you can always watch it later. Oh
350.
my goodness.
That's a lot.
350-pound bags. That's 150-pound bags of the food. And there's no way you can ferment all that.
Nah, that's sad. Yeah, I'm sorry. That's a pain.
You need to find some place where it can't get wet.
Maybe. Nope.
Have a blessed
Okay.
day, 8 Grace.
Oh,
That's an expensive lesson to learn.
yeah, that is. Yes. Oh, yeah. So we like to grow microgreens. When we eat them, for us, they're microgreens. When we give them to the birds, they're fodder. I think that's the only difference. This is the little tower I use. I love this thing. I'd like to get a bigger ones, but this works great. So we just keep each day. I'll put another layer of seed, and then so they get one a day, and then we keep it rotating. So they get the 4 throughout the week. And those go to the quail and the chickens. And
Tommy, something that it helps with their gut health. I will say it's not worth the problems. You can poison your birds quicker, but if it gets moldy.
you have to be careful. It expands the food too, so it will go longer. But hey, cool. Do you do duckweed, Silver Creeks?
He wants to know what's all in the by the window there.
Yeah, so the fodder is there on the bottom. Up top, I just have a decorative plant, and then our aloe vera plants are over here. We're getting a rack set up tonight and tomorrow, and this week we're gonna be starting all our seed starts inside. So we have this rack here, and I've been running the lights and the power to it. And then we're actually gonna do a second rack, and those will go side by side right here in this window that gets all day sun. You do have duckweed, okay. Oh, okay. That's the difference then. Yeah, I guess it's just sprouts. So I guess we don't do the microgreens as much. Okay, huh. My quail love them.
Yeah, it takes more than one time of trying them. They have to be exposed to them for a few times.
I also give my birds things pretty regularly. They'll get either black soldier flies or other stuff, so they're used to getting some treat. Okay, so there is some difference. I'm sorry.
Fodder is anything you grow.
Okay.
You can use microgreens and sprouts as fodder.
Yeah. So we used to do microgreens in the trays. We did do those, and we would do radish and some other ones. I was the only one eating them for the most part, though, so I kind of stopped doing that. Now it's just for the animals for the most part. Occasionally we'll do some bean sprouts and things, but lentil sprouts. The lentils are good for the quail. That with rice gives them the lysosine, I think. They
Yeah,
need.
that they need to lay eggs.
Yeah. Keep them egg laying in the water. Yeah, that is smart. It's a good idea. Lentils. Oh, my chickens love watermelon. The quail too. That and cucumbers, I think, are their favorite things.
First time I gave my quail watermelon. You know, I give them the rind, and it has a little red on it as well as the white. I had forgotten about giving it to them, and when I went into the animal room, and I seen quail with red beaks, and I start looking all around to see if there's any injury. Who in the heck did they kill? You know. Then I seen the leftover of the rinds. Oh, that's watermelon.
That's funny. This last year, I had given one of my quail cages a beat, and I went in the next morning and thought, "Oh my gosh, what happened?" And it was the white. It was the year before last. It was the white quail, and so man. Lentils are good. They are good for you. Your fish cucumber. Man, fish is one thing I do want to dive into more. Of course, with the tilapia for sustainability outside. When I was a kid, I bred angelfish actually, and I would sell those. I guess I've kind of always had a hustle going, and for a while I was breeding angelfish, and that was a ton of fun. I'd really like to set up a tank again. Yeah, hopefully, Yusuf, you can figure something out. That's a pretty pricey thing. So someone said something about the peaches aren't good for the birds. I think they told me not to be given the peach tree leaves, possibly.
Yeah, you don't want to give them leaves from anything that has pits.
Okay. All right. So that's why I'm glad. See, that's why I love YouTube. I say something I'm going to do, and people tell me right away, hey, don't do that. I do use peach tree branches for some of their perches in there, though, but they're not eating that.
Oh, that's because they were eating the eggs.
Yeah, they are difficult. I really had to watch those tanks. But I was a kid, so I had the time to stand there and stare at it forever. Goats can eat any stone fruit.
They can't.
Okay. Man, well, goats can eat metal and things, can't they? I guess they could eat it, but you shouldn't.
No, they can eat nettle.
They can, okay.
And with the stone fruits, they can eat them if they're green, but not if they turn brown.
Okay.
The leaves.
or other fish. Yeah, I had to do them by themselves when I was doing them. I had a really big 75-gallon tank that I had them in, and I would sell them to the pet store here.
Well, you guys, I hate to tell you, but we're going to end it in 4 minutes because I got to take care of this migraine.
Yeah, sorry for that, Vern. That's about when I need to get off too. So, yeah, it was tough. So at the same time, I was also breeding chameleons, and so that was veiled chameleons. That was a challenge too.
As long as they're live, it's okay. It's when mostly black walnuts. If they turn, if the leaves are, black cherries, wild cherries, I think it is. If the leaves turn brown, it's deadly for them. But if they're green, it's okay. Yes, Aunt Desiree, you can call me whatever you want to call me. I don't care.
See, I think Berna's the godmother of quail. That's who she is. If you have a question. Yeah, I do too. There's nothing like a headache. I'm sorry, Verna.
I will get better soon. All you got to do is lay down for a few minutes and let some medicine take effect.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually take 2 Benadryls and 2 Tylenols with some LMNT electrolytes.
Okay. This was a great stream. Thank you, Verna, for having me on. I really do appreciate it.
And thank you for coming up.
Yeah,
Some people get nervous coming up, but
I still get nervous, but it's okay.
it's just a family affair is how I think of it.
It is, and this community is really great. They really are. Oh yes, we'll see you, PJ.
Thank you, TM. And PJ, you have a blessed day. Everybody have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow night on Katrina's Live. No, I'm sorry, Monday night on Katrina's Live.
Yeah. We'll see you guys later. It's a good one. Thank you, Verna. Thank you, everyone.